Boom, 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 boom. And we're live. It is Sam Thomas. It is AtlanticScrum. Let me put the screen share on. Boom. Which screen is this? This one. Yes. How are things with you, Thomas?
Just fine, thank you. Perhaps we should start the tech scrum there. I see there are some people online as we speak.
Indeed. I mean, it's yes. I mean, one of the things. Yes, it's funny, isn't it? I mean, yeah. I mean, well, you and I can quickly coordinate. People will come into this scrum or not, and then one we could follow up with a
Yeah,
tech scrum.
absolutely. Well, anyways, I spoke a little bit to Christopher today.
Yes.
Just about this project, this landing page redesign, and he's up for it, so that's cool. Hopefully, we get to. He's going to do some work tonight. I don't know if we can sync our time zone things so I can hook up with him tonight. But he's gonna make some small changes to his pull request that I suggested yesterday and today.
Yes.
And I made a pull request for my first for a long time. I had some spare time over. So and I've run some tasks on production. So you can see that there is an activity tab on my profile page there.
All right.
Yes. So I managed to refactor the GitHub commit count kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
And I was just playing around in the Rails console on the production, and I managed to pull everything in basically.
Great.
So so the projects are also have also the commit counts on them.
Right.
And what I was working on today, and I submitted a pull request on that, a quick pull request where we sort the projects on the amount of pull requests that they're in. Yes, it's not the best way to.
No, but still.
But it's better than the one we have right now. So what we're gonna do is I just have to figure out how to use either the OctoKit gem or your gem to get the latest the latest commit on a repository.
Yes.
And I'm thinking about adding an attribute to the model, you know, last commit by made and a date, and then we can sort the projects with the with the latest commits.
Right.
Then that would reflect the latest activity, I guess.
Yeah. Good show.
So,
yes, I mean that makes me. I mean that's all wonderful. I was it just makes me. There's a question in my mind about Chris's redesign of the project's index page. Was that something that ever got off the drawing board?
Yes, it does. And we have a lo-fi and everything, and I thought about it before I started this little task. And no matter what, we're still gonna need to sort these.
Oh, definitely. I just wondered if that was something that Chris had, like, a few. It was largely done, and there was a few bits and pieces to finish up, or if there was a lo-fi, but it hadn't got beyond the lo-fi stage.
There's a lo-fi, and there's some work done on the views basically, because that's where we're gonna make the changes.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the changes that I've made today are on the controller and the model rather than in the view. So these won't conflict with each other later on. So
cool.
Yeah,
that looks good. Yeah, and anything blocking you?
No, the usual stuff, So
good show. And so yes, I can see my commits as well. Cool. And any plans? That I guess were you saying your plans already? Maybe you did.
No, I'm just heading home soon. Actually, so.
No worries.
Hopefully, perhaps I have some time to work on some features. I want to pull in Christopher's this index page redesign branch and see how far he has come.
Cool.
And perhaps put some work into that. So.
Sure.
And I have a problem with Semaphore, the continuous integration tool we're using. It doesn't seem to be picking up our pull requests. So, and it was like 5 or 6 months ago since I last visited this I mean, I visited it, but haven't done much on it, so I don't know how to configure it. So I don't know.
No, I haven't used it. I mean, on Travis CI, I would be going to the Travis. The Travis CI has like a web page interface where you can configure things with settings and like force it to reset.
I was there on Semaphore, but I couldn't figure out how to do this stuff. But never mind, I'll figure it out somehow. So.
Indeed.
And I have some failings, queue steps that are, we fixed them for a few months ago, and all of a sudden they start failing again. So
what a pain.
But usual workplace stuff, basically.
Indeed. Yes, on my side, I reached out to Christian and Brian and asked them for new testimonials, and they responded positively. I ended up not doing anything on local support. I didn't hear back from Michael or Jit about sort of meeting up, and I think I still haven't. And I basically sent a follow-up email to them saying I'm just going to chug through on this. I forgot what it's called now. The curriculum stuff I'm working on. I'm reminding myself that Heroku has now. Heroku says that they will give us a one-off £100 thing to pay for for local support certificates for custom domain, which I guess I need to kind of say yes. I want. I mean, this is about because Ninefold is sunsetting and about us potentially moving back to Heroku. Yes. I mean, I have a feeling with the amount of work that I'm going to do that there's not going to be much. I'm not going to spend much time on local support this week, or at least not today anyway. But I feel like I've made a bit of maybe got through the core of this curriculum development, and we'll finish that up in the next hour. That's basically it. Really, I'll be back on for forgotten what it's called now. Your AgileScrum tomorrow morning. But yes, this activity tab here looks lovely. Thank you, Thomas.
Well, it was all there. The only thing I did today was just to run the rake task.
Right. Okay.
So
interesting. Good sir. All right. Yeah. Well. Let's head out onto Slack and see if people want to text Scrum. I mean, what would be ideal in some ways would be if the it's just so frustrating. I mean, Google Hangouts is really awesome in so many ways, but the fact that the text chat that it does is kind of non-persistent and independent from anything else. Like, if we could just basically have the Slack embedded in the Google Hangout and vice versa, do you know what I mean? Like, so that anybody who wanted to, if we're going to go AI crazy, it would be if we could have our speech encoded in real time and dumped into the text channel for people to coordinate and have robots speaking their voices.
A more realistic approach would be that if we kick off the text-based chat when we start the recording, if somebody says something, we can read it out.
Yes, indeed.
And in that way, make it persistent for future generations.
Yes, something like that. Okay, cool. Well, let's. Unless we've got anything else to coordinate, let's. I guess I will go into. You're saying you're noticing that Brian and Christian and Rose are online. It would be nice if there's some way in Slack if it would tell me. I could see just who the online people were rather than the last 5 people I've spoken to. But anyway, here we go. Oh God, I wish Interflora would stop texting me. But yeah, all right, good stuff. Good to catch up with you, Thomas.
Absolutely. Take it easy.
Bye for now.
Bye.